What is up, everybody? This is the Chicago Sports Talk, Michael, um, with a preview prediction video as the Packers take on the Chicago Bears. So, both of these teams have had very bad season. Is both teams are having a very bad season, but I think the Packers are strongly worse because if you look at before the season, everyone said that the Packers were going to be a Super Bowl team this year. But it has not been looking that good. They have regressed ever since that London game against the Giants, where every single loss of the Packers has either been one, they get absolutely destroyed, or they lost by one possession. Like, for example, against the Jets, they got blown out. Like, that wasn't even a competitive game. And a game like the Lions, where even though Aaron Rodgers had three interceptions, that game was close, in my opinion. And what's been going on with the Packers lately? Simple. There are many problems on the Packers. And I wouldn't say it starts with number 12, Aaron Rodgers, because he has not been looking like his old self. And that's because he has a broken thumb. And um, I still have a feeling that they do not use Aaron Jones a lot, even though it does help them long term. And also the defense regress from last year. Basically, they do this, and mostly because that's injuries. And now, Packers fans, you're starting to realize how bad Joe Barry is as a defensive coordinator. Like, he was like, y'all seem to forget that Joe Barry was on the 0-16 Lions, because if y'all remember that team, that Detroit Lions team that went 0-17, that defense was dog shit. Absolutely dog shit. And the Packers, I think the Packers issues is their coach, their game plan for games. Because looking at the Packers from these past times, it's like, what are they doing? Because I thought they were like the only player on the Packers team that concerns me on the wide receiver position is obviously Christian Watson. Lazar is inconsistent. Robert Tanya has regressed ever since his, like, 2020. Robert Tanya was the best tight end on the team. He has definitely regressed. Like, that whole Packers offense is literally Christian Watson, Aaron Jones. I guess you could say AJ Dillon as well, but Aaron Rodgers hasn't looked like his old self. I think all of us can agree that Aaron Rodgers has not looked like himself lately, because I have seen Rodgers. He should have won against the Giants. He should have won against the Commies. They probably should have won against the Jets, but Rodgers was being too very inconsistent, and I think that's an ego problem, because he still thinks, "Hey, I'm still the MVP. I'm still the two-time MVP. I can recreate. I can change plays at the line of scrimmage." Like, I'll say most of the Packers' struggles this year has to do with their game plan. As for the Chicago Bears, they weren't expected to make noise. They were according to the media, they were tanking for a top 3 pick, most likely. The only bright spot on the Chicago Bears is the quarterback. Outside of uh, the quarterback on the Bears, there's really nothing. And also key injuries, folks. We have Eddie Jackson, who is out for the full season, and we also have Darnell Mooney too, who's also out for the full season. But does Justin Fields play this week? Yes, because at the time I'm recording this video, Justin Fields is ready to go on Sunday because he was a full participant. So was Claypool. But however, I get that y'all don't want me to talk about this game because there's nothing to talk about. The Bears are obviously most likely going to end their season 3-14. Could that change? Probably, but at this point, it's looking like we're ending our season 3-14 with with the second overall pick. We could trade down, but shit, bro. Like I said, I'm like, man, y'all don't even want to see this video anyway. Y'all don't want to. You want to do the trash talk bullshit, but at the end of the day, folks, do I think the Bears are winning this game? No, because their defense is absolutely horrible, and I get it. I get it. We have fifth, sixth, and undrafted rookies on that defense, but Alan Williams he has not been doing good this year. And that's because he refuses to pressure the quarterback when you have Travis Gibson, who broke out last year when Khalil Mack went down. I mean, I know you Demarcus Robinson, who was a top pass rusher in last year's draft. Like, you're not using him. Like, the only bright spot is the secondary with Jalen Johnson. And I don't know if Kyler Gordon or Jaquan Brisker are playing. Like, most of our individuals that are playing are going to be 5th round, 6th round, and undrafted people you probably never even heard of. But so I think the keys here to victory for the Bears is to run the football like we've always been doing. And you saw how the Packers' run defense has been. It's been horrible. Jalen Hurts had one of his best games rushing wise. And Miles Sanders, Miles Sanders had a fantastic game against the Packers. That run defense is horrible. And y'all know how Justin Fields is when he runs the football. He can, like, you saw it against the Dolphins, you saw it against the Lions, and you saw it a little bit against the Falcons. The point of the game of victory for the Bears is to kill time and basically play mistake-free football. You don't want to give Aaron Rodgers time. You don't want to. Basically, you have to play mistake-free football when it comes to playing against the Packers and playing against Aaron Rodgers. So, the score prediction for this game? Surprisingly, the Bears are only 4-point underdogs in this game. Was expecting it to be by a touchdown or a 2-possession game due to the fact that the Packers coming into this game have a winning record and a quarterback who is known for owning the Chicago Bears. They're only favored by 4 points. And it's not like we're traveling to Lambeau. They're coming here in Soldier Field. And I know Rodgers is playing because he confirmed on the Pat McAfee show that he is playing, despite him having a thumb injury and despite him having a quadrant injury that he suffered against the Eagles, where he left the game and where we saw Jordan Love. And I'll give credit where credit's due. Jordan Love played solid, but he still has yet to prove to me, because he hasn't won a game, and that touchdown pass he threw to Christian Watson was just a simple slant route that any quarterback with confident level would have threw that ball and complete the pass. Like, and don't get me wrong, Love played solid, but he has still yet to impress me, and I think that's fair. But it's Aaron Rodgers is playing this game most likely because he already confirmed it. But going over by the money line and everything, I expect this game to be close and high scoring. I'm gonna have to take the Packers in this game, 31-24. I think we will make this game competitive, and it's most likely going to come down to if our defense can get stops. Because I'm going to be honest with you, folks, this defense is horrible. This is probably the worst defense in the division, and that's saying something a lot. At least the Lions have a bright spot on their defense. Like, if you look at the Bears, it's just like, what happened? It's always been their defense to bail them out. Like, shit, bro. But anyways, like, I already know that I didn't get enough comments in this. I feel like I already know one of the viewers are watching is probably an individual that I don't even know. Like, it says 2 people are watching, but I didn't get enough comments. But anyways, I thank whoever is watching this, taking time out of their day to watch this video. I know it's like there's nothing to talk about this game. Like, I can just go on and people would be like, why are you still talking about this? Your team's a limit. Listen, this is my job. This is my job as a Bears content creator, is to report every single game, win or lose. Like, people might say, oh, what's the point? The point is to get the thoughts out and hear your opinions. Like, we could be 0-10 and I still be doing prediction videos. I mean, yeah, I have us losing every game, but shit, bro. But anyways, folks, I think this is a win-win matchup for the Bears, because if they win, obviously if they win, they have a thing to talk about against the Green Bay Packers fans. And if they lose, that helps their chances of getting the second overall pick very higher. So this is kind of a win-win situation for the Bears. If they lose, they get the second their chances of getting the second overall pick will be higher. Or number 2, they win and they get bragging rights over their most hated rivalry. Like, no one talks about how very hatred the Packers and Bears rivalry has been. I know it hasn't been much of a competitive, but I guarantee you, when you compare most heated rivalries, I think the best one is Packers and Bears always. Always has been. Always will. I know the Packers have always dominated us, but I will say it is still a heated rivalry. No one talks about it. But anyways, I think this includes today's discussion. I know I didn't get a lot of people, but if you are just tuning in, hit the subscribe button and always leave a like. And I hope you guys have a nice rest of your night. As always, thanks for watching, and bear down always.